You're rocking with the greatest.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's the Still Local Podcast.
Turn me up, June.
What's going on?
What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to the Still Local Podcast. # Carolina Backyard. I am your host, Simon Nice, and I'm here with
June 2nd.
and we here doing a damn thing. Today is a beautiful day. We outside, man. We just had a lovely weekend. Speaking of lovely, you know it was Valentine's Day weekend.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We got a lot to talk about, man. We got the Super Bowl. We got
We got Valentine's Day. We got the friendships and relationship issues and stuff like that.
we got the music and soul child versus
Yep.
music and Anthony Hamilton.
Okay.
Which was
All right.
another super dope. Listen, we had a lit weekend, man. We had a lit week. It was looking on the up and up, man. So what's up, man? What's good? What's going on?
Well,
Everybody that's just now tapping in, make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go down in the comment section and interact with us.
Yes.
And if you're trying to send your music up, send it up to stilllocal83@gmail.com. And this podcast is sponsored by
Hot
June
Boy
2nd
Black.
Studios.
Oh, yeah. Hot Boy Black. He got a couple of tracks that we're gonna be playing today.
Facts.
Okay.
H&J Bell's Bondsman, Still Local Kitchen. Y'all already know the vibes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Speaking of Hot Boy Black, what you was saying, June?
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're gonna be playing a few songs of his today. This is gonna be the artist that we really gonna put some shine to this episode. So yeah, man, he's a dope artist from South Carolina, you know, and he be rocking. So
All right, man, let's get into it, man. The first thing first, we're gonna talk about what's hot, what's trending right now, which is Super Bowl 57, is it?
yeah.
Super Bowl 57. Ho, bring us in with an affirmation and
Yeah,
then
most definitely.
we'll break it down.
All right, then. So the affirmation for the day, acceptance is the word. An action of consenting to receive or undertake something offered. Another one is the action or process of being received as adequate or suitable. When going through life, sometimes we want acceptance. We cut our hair, we change our clothes, we walk, and we talk different. We see other people's happiness and try to reflect them on ourselves. You are perfect the way you are. Everyone's eyes are analyzing people. Your eyes are analyzing them. Their eyes are analyzing you. You have to learn how to accept your own personality. There are more than 6 billion people on this planet. For every personality, there are plenty of people that favor the same one as yours. Yeah. So that's acceptance, man. So understand, y'all got to understand that. Be yourself. At the end of the day, be yourself. And don't be scared to embrace it, because, you know, the same way with music, we talk about things and we feel like we got to fit in with somebody else's lane. But by fitting in on your own lane, there's going to be people that's going to relate to what you got going on. Whether you're having hard times with your parents, whether you got a hard time with jobs or success with relationships or anything. Even if you was a millionaire, there's somebody out there that's got the same stuff that's going on, the same thing as you. So with that said, man, acceptance is the word for the day, man. What else we got?
Right, man. Listen, man, accept what you cannot change.
Yes.
Anyway, listen, we got a lot on the boards, man. Like I said, we got the hottest trending topic right now is the Super Bowl.
Yes. Yes.
We got Kanye too. We're gonna talk about Kanye too.
Okay.
Locally, and if you want to go down in the comment section, let us know what's the trending topics locally right now, the current events. We'll definitely engage on it.
Man, but we do got to talk about that Super Bowl. What's going on, man?
Man, listen, the Super Bowl was lit. I can't even. Man, let's get into it.
Okay.
We gonna talk about it.
All right. Word.
Super Bowl was crazy lit. Dre came out doing his thing.
Kendrick Lamar.
Snoop Dogg,
Man.
50 Cent, Mary J. Blige. I thought they was gonna do the tribute.
Eminem.
I thought they was gonna do the tribute for Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they did a little bit. They did the dinner.
Right.
Oh
Right.
man,
I did hear it for
let's check
sure.
it out.
It's the one and only D-O-double-G. Man, listen. You know what happened with the D-R-E.
Mother.
Y'all know what this is, so can y'all make some noise for my man Snoopdogg?
Hey, this was a moment.
Oh man, listen.
Chopped off by the mall, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, go ahead and turn it on up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hook it back up. And when they think...
All right, man, let's get into it. Like, that was a moment, man.
Listen.
That was a moment.
Snoop Dogg, man. Shout outs to Snoop.
Shout out to Aftermath. Shout out to Snoop
And
Dre.
listen, you know when Dre held that whole hand, when he got up and he was right there by that mixing board,
Right.
that I swear, I felt like that was me. I swear, I felt like that was me so much because all the stuff that, you know, for me, what I done for, you know, South Carolina something, man, like I said, I done got about 10,000 songs plus out here. And to see that he been grinding so long. See, I know the history of Dr. Dre. I know the
Right.
history of where he came from, where he was with NWA, when he went to Aftermath, when he left Aftermath, when he did his own thing, when he found 50 Cent, when 50 Cent found Eminem. I mean, the history of Dr. Dre is legendary. That's all I can say.
Legendary. Listen, man,
Legendary.
salute to Dre. Salute to Fifth, man. When I saw Fifth, it just, you know, it kind of like, I don't want to say it motivated me, but it
did, though.
It
It
did.
did.
it did. It
I
really
mean,
did.
all of them, every single one of them,
Did.
them been through some trials and tribulations.
Yeah. It meant something for me to see that.
With 50 Cent going through his whole situation when he was about to die, being shot 9 times, when with doggone Snoop Dogg, when he was facing a murder trial, and he would have been locked up for life, you know?
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige going through her situation with her husband and stuff like that. that she
Multiple
had.
times, yeah.
Yeah, like Eminem going through the situation with his moms and all that, and going through and being where he was from. And sure, I grew up in Michigan, so I know, like it's different,
Right.
you know. So man, so it's
You know, so it was rules to it. You know, basically they told being as though it was the NFL, and we not gonna forget about
I grew up here in
you
Michigan.
like the Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
And they was telling them not to kneel.
Mhm.
Eminem kneel.
I seen that. That was beautiful.
Right. They
That was
told,
so beautiful.
Dre to, you know, not to say still not loving police because it would show to the other side of America.
Right.
You know, it would show that
But these are things
the
that we've been
separation.
fighting on.
Right,
This
right.
is, like I said, man,
they
the
told
Kaepernick.
Snoop not to rep Crip. He Crip walked.
Well, he is that. You know what I'm saying? You listen. The
Right.
things that they didn't want them to do is the things that got them this far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how
And
can
you know what? They did it in an articulate way. It wasn't like you had to catch it. You know,
Yeah.
like they did it real smooth, real. They used their art form to do it, and that's
Yes,
what
they
made
did.
it like. That's what made it so powerful. You know what I mean?
Like,
And to have Mary up there
Eminem-
as a black woman and just
You know, he was talking about that whole situation with the Kaepernick. I
Right.
remember that it was the interview he had or whatever. They was kind of arguing with him that he agreed with it, and he stuck with it. You know that, and they try to
He
make him
did.
seem like he a sellout. You know, but he really was, for the culture. And shout outs to M for that. Like passionately,
Big shout out to M.
shout outs to M for that.
big
Oh,
shout out to M,
man.
man.
And
So everybody that was I feel like everybody that was under 30 didn't really know
Yeah.
what the effect of it was.
Yeah.
I feel like those over 50 was like, get the hell out of here, you know.
oh man.
But the ones in the middle, which are us, you know, that's our
Man,
golden
that's our
era,
yeah,
man.
that's our era. And like I said, yeah, my daughter, man, she's 14. Yeah, she's 14, and she was liking it because she heard the songs before. She done been in it, but at the same time, especially when Mary J. Blige got on stage, she was like, she kind of was thrown off with the Mary J. Blige thing,
Right.
And I was like, baby, you just don't understand the history of this.
Right.
Like, you just really don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, Mary J. Blige, man, shout out to her too. And one thing I want to do say about presenting Mary J. Blige in the future, she don't have to look like Lil Kim, or she don't have to look like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. They don't make her represent her right, because she is a queen. She's a queen, and we don't need. I don't need to see all that extra sexiness with her. Like I don't care about that. I salute her. She's beautiful, and we all know she's beautiful. But to try to make her look, young is almost like an insult to her growth, to me. But other than that, salute to Mary J. Blige, because she did her thing. And especially that No More Pain song, when she got into it, man, I was on my seat, man.
Big salute to Mary.
Oh, man.
Mary make you feel her every time, though. Even when Mary could get up there and do her dance, and you just coming up with Mary is like you could look at her and hear the music.
Yeah. You can most definitely feel it. With Snoop Dogg, I know you peeped the Taylors that he had on, Chuck Taylors and everything.
Man, listen, it was almost like Snoop gave off that energy where he was in a good place.
Yeah,
it's like everybody was in a good place, and you could tell.
Yeah, and
Snoop, and we already of Snoop. He just bought back Death Row.
Oh yeah.
I see he got a chain made. So what he did was he took the man that was in the Death Row chair, and he put the dog on it from Doggy Style, and he put him in a chair.
Okay,
and that's the new Death Row logo.
Word, man. Shout out to Snoop. Snoop, man, and that's monumental too. And I love how they played Tupac in there too. They did put a little tribute to Tupac. A lot of the younger generation, they didn't catch that neither. 50 Cent, him being upside down on the stage, right. That made me want to actually put on my. It made me want to put on the damn tank top for a minute, man. I just wanted to get back on my damn G-Unit shit.
Speaking of the tank top, everybody thought Tupac was gonna be hologram. Being as though
I'm kind of glad
Snoop
they didn't.
just bought Death Row back, and to bring Pac and Dre back together on stage again. That was really what it was for. Because Pac was the last one of the modern rap,
for that time.
That was on that level with them or whatever. So I think it would have been dope just for the fans. The fans would have got a treat.
But
you know what I mean? Like, oh wow.
Just for everybody that don't know,
because rest in peace, Tupac. Tupac
most definitely.
Flesh,
but and Kendrick Lamar did his thing too. And
the Meteor Man. Listen, I got Meteor Man vibes from that, man.
Meteor Man.
Robert Townsend.
Yeah, you talking about the movie?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Go back and look at Kendrick's Dre Day. Go back and look at Kendrick's performance.
See, what I was kind of getting, to be honest, was like that Malcolm X, Million Man March, type vibe when they was marching, and
see, I got that because the bullies were dressed just like that with the blonde hair.
Okay.
With the straps across.
Okay.
So
there was an older man with a beard too, man. I seen him. I picked him up. He's just an extra, but shout out to him. He was doing his thing, man. He was going. Like,
And Kendrick just, what's crazy about Kendrick was that he felt like a Dre or a Snoop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe because he was in the aura, in the same place with them, but they made him. That show made him as great, even though he wasn't there.
Because that's what I'm saying. I almost felt like he didn't fit in on the whole concept.
Why would you say that?
But he did at the same time. Like, I just wasn't expecting him. You know, because of everybody that's on that stage, all have.
But he was like he's like the Tupac was to Death Row now. Like Suge came and made Death Row, and Tupac under Snoop was the next hottest thing.
But like I say, you figured
Dre made Aftermath.
Dr. Dre made Aftermath. He also was part of Death Row.
Right.
So was
Kendrick
Snoop.
was the next hottest thing up under Game.
But
you know
he wasn't with them though. That's the thing. Kendrick, he wasn't with Aftermath.
No, not then.
Or Death Row. He's with
not
now.
Then. Right.
He is.
Right. So this is where Kendrick. This who Kendrick been working with was Dre. You know what I'm saying? So he's the next thing under I would say situation. Game.
Okay.
You know, like you know how Game was with Dre, and you know, so I would say Kendrick was the next thing under Game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like Tupac was the next thing under Snoop, because you know Snoop. Right. A lot of people don't know Snoop was the biggest thing, the biggest thing at one time.
Man, and even though Snoop Dogg did the crip walk and everything out there, and like I said, people that peep game, but even though he did all of that, like he did it in such a doggone he did it in such a respectful way,
right?
Because you know Snoop Dogg ain't about no drama, and he almost like brought peace to it. He kind of brought that peace, like, listen, man, even though I'm repping, you know, it's all love out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I am. This is what I'm representing.
Right. So salute to everybody,
Most
man.
definitely.
I really enjoyed the Super Bowl, the halftime show. It was one of the best to me since, I want to say since Beyonce did her first Super Bowl.
Okay.
And then I will go back to Whitney and Michael. And,
one more thing.
Those are my great Super Bowls.
The Super Bowl, with all the stuff that been going on with the coaches not being an African American and all that stuff, one thing, and I gotta say, man, even though they wanted to stop some of the things that they had to say, you know, I understand where they was coming from with that, but one thing, this is the first time that Super Bowl halftime performance was black and hip hop only. Hip hop and R&B only. There was no pop in there. There was no rock and roll. There was no country. There was no other. It was black, beautiful elegancy out there. That's what it was. And it was a very monumental moment.
I'm sorry, people. Those are effects. They got a mind of their own today.
Oh, man. I'm about to say, because that sounded like some clown stuff going on, but it was nothing clown about that one.
They got a technical difficulties. They got a mind of their own today.
All right. But, man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, man. So,
listen, it's a change. It's a game changer.
Yeah.
That's a game changer. Especially for Jay to be right there. You know, Jay wrote Still Dre. You know, and it was just with everything that we've been through with this thing, you know, it meant a lot. A lot of people look at it and say, well, they shouldn't have been there. And if we going against the NFL and, you know, if they doing this to us, why would we perform out there? If they woo. You got to understand, Jay set the stage to say, okay, I'm not going to perform. But look how we bent the rules.
Yeah.
Look how we used it to magnify ourselves
as art
to the entire world. Yeah. Like,
so shout outs to Kaepernick also, man.
Big shout out to Kaepernick.
That is the reason. That is the reason.
Right.
For a lot of this stuff that will happen, man. So shout outs to Kaepernick, man.
Now, with that being said, man, we're going to shout out some DJs from the city. I want to give a big shout out to DJ Bezo Kelly. Shout out to Money Moog. Shout out to DJ Pay Me. Also, DJ Kelly got the March Madness Retail Therapy. It's a small business network, over 50 vendors. It will be held May 5th, 34 Artillery Drive, South Carolina, at the American Legion. So, man, if y'all could pull up out there and show some support to some small business vendors.
Yeah, man.
It will
shout out to the DJs, man. DJ South Cag, DJ Addiction, DJ gosh, what's the other ones? I can't remember. But all the DJs.
Right, DJ D-Heck. All of them, man. Keep grinding. I remember at a point it was about the DJs. The DJs had to make it happen for you.
Yeah.
I saw what about the Kanye? We got Kanye. Yeah, you familiar with the Kanye situation?
I'm really not sure.
Okay, well we'll double back on that probably next episode, but I will give you a little back you know, Pete Davidson or whatever.
Okay.
is with Kim now. Well, allegedly supposed to be with Kim. But Kanye is doing a lot of like stuff people say is weird, but it's kind of genius. So I'll give you time to go and check that out. And we'll talk about it on the next episode for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, we got the Valentines and everything coming up and everything.
Valentine, yeah, we had an R&B Valentine. So we got the Music Soul Child versus Anthony Hamilton battle versus.
Okay, we gonna talk about all that right after we get done. We got Hot Boy Black. This one's called Letter. We're gonna bump this for a minute or whatever. Let y'all check everything out, and then we get right back with your Still Local.
Still local.
Black.
Turn me up, June.
Yeah, I was just sitting back thinking, you know, I ain't even had to name this song. It's self-explanatory. I'ma call this shit Letter. A letter to my people, though, you know. I just had to speak on how a nigga feel. Sometimes it's hard to express feelings. Yeah. This a letter to my mama. I wanna apologize for all the days that I gave you problems. This a letter to my kids. I want y'all to know y'all the reason I done everything I did. This a letter to my family. I still love y'all regardless, even through all the misunderstandings. And this a letter to myself. Keep pushing until you win, even if you take a couple L's. This a letter to my mama. I wanna apologize for all the days that I gave you problems. This a letter to my kids. I want y'all to know y'all the reason I done everything I did. This a letter to my family. I still love y'all regardless, even through all the misunderstandings. And this a letter to myself. Keep pushing until you win, even if you take a couple L's. Look, I've been going through some things, but I stay the same. Watching people that claim they had love for me change. Damn, I thought they really fuck with me. Started playing with my brain, but I should've peeped the signs. When you started moving strings, I wanna crash out. But I got 4 sons and a little daughter, I'm a dead now. Had to get my head on and start looking ahead now. I'm all about the bread now. These kids gotta get fed now. I made myself a boss and I ain't looking for no handout. It's a dirty world we living in. My kids don't get to see their uncle, they send him to prison. They say hard head make us soft ass, but we never listen. Mama, you told us, swear I wish we would've paid attention. We was just some young kids, it really wasn't clicking. Don't think you didn't shit, you raised us, you did what you could've. And for that, I think you being the hell of a mother. This a letter from your youngest, just saying I love you. This a letter to my mama. I wanna apologize for all the days that I gave you problems. This a letter to my kids. I want y'all to know y'all the reason I done everything I did. This a letter to my family. I still love y'all regardless, even through all the misunderstandings. And this a letter to myself. Keep pushing until you win, even if you take a couple L's. This a letter to my mama. I wanna apologize for all the days that I gave you problems. This a letter to my kids. I want y'all to know y'all the reason I done everything.
Yeah, that's Hot Boy Black.
Yeah.
Name of that record is Letter. That shit is dope. I fucks with it. Hot Boy Black, if you listening to this, man, come through. Let's talk about this letter right here.
Yeah,
I like music like that for some.
That was beautiful. Yeah,
man. It's a story. He led me somewhere with that.
Yeah,
you
man.
know? I want to finish reading the book, man. Big shout out to him, man. Y'all go in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think about that record. Once again, his name Hot Boy Black. The name of the record is Letter. For our new viewers, you just now tapping in. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you could get notified of daily content.
Most
All right,
definitely.
man. We back on it, man. We talking about the verses between Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child.
Oh man,
Dope shit.
you know, and I ain't really get to check the whole thing out. I kind of briefly brushed through it just
Right.
recently. Beautiful though. Like
What I will say is like, man, that, like I said, that era, man, you know, we from that golden era. You know, Anthony Hamilton, Music Soul Child. We talking between 98 and 2007, 2008. You know what I mean? So, the way the cadence, you know, just the singing live,
yeah, and who
performing it
Exactly, because a lot of us use auto tune and stuff like that to kind of brush over our voice a little bit.
Both of them too,
Man.
You know, Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton.
From what I heard, you know, I could tell that it was a performance, but I could hear that they had voices. I could tell that they could sing. Like, it didn't sound like they was like out of pitch and out of range or whatever. Like I said, I didn't hear the whole thing, but from what I heard, it sounded really clear and sounded like they was actually
and people
singing.
want you to fucking be 50 years old still sounding like you 25.
Listen, I feel like if you can sing, it don't matter what the age
Give
you
them
are.
a break, man. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Hamilton, salute to him. He just came off tour. Like I said, I actually went to see him live.
Okay.
So the Hamiltons, he allowed them to give their own show.
Oh, wow.
You know, so all of them could go.
I believe it.
He gives a live show, man, and just he's so interactive with the crowd, the audience.
Who would you think would have won that then? If it's a versus.
To me, I think I would say Anthony Hamilton because he's still relevant.
Yeah. See,
You know,
Anthony Hamilton is my dog. Shout out
versus
to Dog
battle
Music
is hits.
Soul Child too.
You know, to me.
And what I heard,
who got the best songs and who could keep, you know what I'm saying? So I think, but to be honest with you,
Music
man,
Soul Child though, his voice range was a lot stronger.
It was
on that performance.
It was like, you know, Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, a pick'em battle.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like 50-50. Like I said, I say Anthony Hamilton because Music Soul Child been off the scene, but they said his pen game is good. So we might have been hearing music that he wrote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe it though. They are both of them are very, very talented. And most definitely deserve all the respect.
Yeah, big salute to them. Another thing about the versus battle, man, they was trying to make everybody. It's crazy because it's becoming a thing. You know, anything black people touch becomes a thing.
Okay.
And what they were saying was, we're gonna make y'all pay $30 for the year, or I don't know if it's a year or a month, but
for what?
They trying to say we're gonna make y'all start paying to watch these versus battles.
I mean,
it was a thing. So
but you know something?
somehow
You have to. Who's capitalizing on it? That's the thing, because I do believe it's important.
It's sponsors behind this shit.
Man, listen, you got doggone the dude off the boxing ring. He had sponsored or represented the one with the locks. And
okay. Yeah, Charlamagne did too. Charlamagne the guy did too.
So
if sponsors behind,
I'm talking about
it costs though.
Who's the guy that says let's get ready to rumble? That guy,
David Buffer.
Okay, he did that. Like, that was important. That was like, that's showing you that this is bigger than just music. It's really a thing.
Right.
So, you know, to have some type of arena for people to really, really throw down, it should be sponsored, and I feel like there should be some type. I can agree with some money being, because it's a thing. It's a thing. It's like a fight, you know? It is. You pay for
it's like a sport.
A fight,
it's like
or whatever.
You're watching pay-per-view.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
But who's capitalizing on it? That's the thing. It has to.
I would want to say the sponsors, who's ever sponsoring this thing, who's ever putting it together. These are the people.
Yeah.
You know, the network, of course.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I'm saying.
They got to keep the lights on, you know. So,
because who's the representative of versus, or is everybody just kind of just doing it?
I think the network gets together with the sponsors. I think the network becomes the platform.
So who's the platform for like boxing? Who's the platform?
It would be like PBC.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You see HBO and all that stuff.
HBO used to be the network, but it was like Showtime Boxing now.
Okay,
Showtime.
so okay.
You know,
and you know, like with wrestling, you got WWE and all of that stuff.
Right.
So when it comes to versus, like, what is the franchise?
It would be like Thriller, or, you know, the platform that would hold it, Triller.
I would say, Triller, big time.
Instagram Live, stuff like that. Depending on what, I think everybody gets a percentage because it streams.
Yeah, I don't think
YouTube, Instagram.
It's growing.
Triller.
It's growing, but I don't feel like it has a home yet. A big.
What they were saying was it's gonna mainly only be on IG.
Okay,
that's what they were saying.
We need to make it a bigger home. I feel like HBO, NBC, all of y'all. If y'all listening to this, like, pick it up. Pick it up. This is a big deal, and especially for the hip hop culture and for the community. We watch this stuff.
Right.
I mean, I would pay. If you tell me that there's two hard artists that I just want to see, I'm most definitely about to pay. They're gonna say
I would pay the same too.
and I would do some little run ups. I do some side by side pictures. I'd make that thing just like a boxing match. Like,
like we'd be lit.
Yeah, most definitely
be lit on that, man. So what else we got, man? What else we got going on?
Oh man, so Valentine's Day just passed. It was a beautiful day. Me and my wife, I've been with her for 18 years. Married 10. And it was a nice day. I got her a little gift and everything. We went out to eat at Applebee's, which I gotta say, I gotta give Applebee's maybe like a 1 or 2 stars. They were horrible.
Oh man.
What
Applebee's was it?
The one downtown on Broad Street. It was horrible. The service. They didn't. It took so long to get our food. I had to put them in the doggy bags. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, we're just taking it home at this point.
Oh my god!
And when I told them to just bag it up, then they brought it out. Because then and then they had it all slapped over there on top of the plate. It was horrible.
Horrible.
It was horrible. I could hear them fussing with each other and complaining and doing all that. You don't let the customers see that.
Right.
If y'all have an issue going on, y'all need to keep that amongst the staff.
Right.
And the staff
keep the machine rolling.
Let that keep going.
Keep the machine going, man.
Yeah. And
keep your game.
And if I'm coming to your facility, I want to be treated.
But you
like
know what? These people, these workers are
don't care.
Improperly trained.
Oh
they don't have the right training. And
just go home.
Some of it is just like right there in your face. Like, you could tell this person just got hired and they didn't show them either one or two things. They didn't show them nothing or they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because even the lady, you know what I'm saying, it seemed like she been there a while and nobody can tell her what to do. I don't want all them people. Yeah, just hold everybody. I had to wait 45 minutes to get a table. Then when I get a table, you still complaining about, I hear you fussing. Oh, just hold them. And it wasn't nobody on my side. Like, I remember when the whole facility used to be jammed up. You don't even have half of a doggone a full house, a half a house in there, and you still complaining. And everything that you do, you want to make it somebody else's fault. Stop it. Like I said, get that shit together back there, and then serve the doggone community.
Applebee's on 76, man, by Walmart. Tighten y'all ass up.
Tighten up, goddammit.
Tighten up.
And shout outs to Applebee's, man, but y'all got to do better, man. I still eat from y'all, but y'all got to do something about it, man. Come on now. All right. Man, but Valentine's Day was beautiful.
Valentine's Day, right.
I still
Besides the apples.
Man, shit. Come on, man.
Oh, man, besides the dinner, which ruined the night.
Nah, it didn't ruin nothing. Had a good time.
All right.
What about you?
My Valentine's Day was good. I never really looked at Valentine's Day like that.
Okay.
Until like I got older.
Yeah.
It always went over my head because I'm from the inner city, we don't.
What's love type shit.
Right. Right. So it was and to be honest with you, when you come from, and I was telling somebody this, when you come from a background of different ethnicities of people who may go to jail, come home, go to the service, come home. Some people come home a different religion, and you get to learn all these stuff, and you feel like in your mind, oh, I know the real truth of this,
Yeah.
You guys are still blinded, and that stuff affects you, you know what I'm saying? So, but now it's like, okay, I get it, so
yeah,
I shared my love with my baby, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I shared love.
And I guess when you down for a while, it's hard for you. I mean, it's not like you're going to be around no female and say, "Yeah, it's my baby for the day."
Because there's no rules on what to do.
Right.
Yeah, of course, you're looking on Facebook saying, "Oh, okay, flowers and candy card."
Right.
Of course.
And then you start looking at other
But it's
details,
like when
okay,
you come, right.
but when
it's
you're
like,
actually out here,
right. You know,
it's like it's bigger than that. Like
I'm gonna
even
throw
me-
that extra kiss today.
Yeah.
That extra hug.
and for me, I'm not even really big on like being, lovey-dovey. I'm not really that type of person.
Right.
But at the same time, like I realize it's not about me at all. It's really not about the guys. Like we gotta
It's
get
not,
that.
it's not.
I gotta get this
I mean,
out.
I'm and don't get me wrong, I'm an affectionate man. It's just I didn't want to take that day to say, I'm always like that.
like
so
every day should be a good day. Like,
right. But I respect her belief in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you
I mean, how would you? How do you feel when you a female and all your friends are getting kind of gifts and everything, and because your husband or something was like, I don't care about this day, and she's just feeling like, damn, all my friends got one, I ain't getting nothing because he don't really believe in it. Like, it's not about you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's about
So that's what I did. I was like, it's not about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's more about the feeling. It's not even the day.
Yeah.
You know, it's the moment. It's the feeling. So I'm an open-minded man. Like, I don't, I'm not going to say, oh, I don't believe in that. I'm not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, we both, one hand wash the other, both hands wash the face.
Most
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? And that's how you get down, And sometimes, if you really in love, that person ain't got to know you don't believe in it.
Right.
And
y'all can talk about that another day.
Right.
Yeah. And they said, baby, I did that
I
for
wouldn't
you,
even take
but
this day to
I'm
say
be
I don't
honest.
believe in it.
Right. And and that brings the next question really is relationships. I would say
What's a relationship?
yeah, like what do you feel like the foundation of a relationship? What changed? What do you feel like the roles that a man and a female play in a relationship? More like
I feel like right now the females are playing the only role they were given. It was a time, and it's crazy because I keep saying it was a time.
right.
When you get to a point where you could go back 20 years and you're still an adult, it means that the ones who wasn't an adult at that time, I was going through what we're all going through for that 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm going through it with you because you took that 20 years to become an adult. Now I'm about to go through it with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not still with the same woman I met 20 years ago.
I see. I'm a little different.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and there you go. It's only a handful of us like that who are still with, maybe a high school sweetheart.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, a lot of us have went through multiple spouses, multiple partners.
Right.
And 20 years, 30, 40 years later, it's like, how your pops be like, I did it so you don't have to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've been there already. I already know what the expectation is
for
because
me,
I've been there.
I grew up with my mother and father. I did. I grew up with them. Now they did separate. As a teenager, I was like 15. They finally separated, but they was together like 20 something years.
Right.
But I watched them together pretty much my whole life. And even when they broke up, they still kept a relationship. Like they still talked, they still had a conversation. I still talk to my dad all the time. So even with that said, I've always had both of my parents in my life. So for me, I feel like that's just important to me. But when it comes to relationships, go ahead.
I mean, a trust, of course. You know, you want to have that, but I want to say like,
I would say like, what's the man's role? Or what's the man's role? What's the female role? Like,
I mean, now as a man,
like,
and being able to experience
what
life,
do you,
I know
in order
my
to make
role.
it work, like, because some of these guys, they really feel like every female's supposed to wash dishes, every female's supposed to do this and do that. Like, what is the real role of a man? Like, what we really supposed to be doing? Like, not like, let's get off the stereotypes and like what we think and assume, and let's just go off of what feels right. What's right for a man to do in a relationship?
Number one, I feel like a a man needs to be able to, and this goes both ways. You got to be able to work well with others. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can't figure it out with this person,
Yeah.
you can only figure it out by yourself.
That's
Then it's
difficult.
not. There you go.
Your brains have to be one. I mean, honest, and they really, honestly, y'all, it have to be one. Let's just say one of y'all cheated and y'all in a relationship. You and your spouse need to know, because say if you did cheat and then you told your wife, "Listen, I did this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me." She knows about it. As hard as that was to talk about, you told her. So if somebody else says, "Yeah, man, I had seen your husband such and such," she can shut you down and say, "I already know about this situation. We done moved on. You can get out of my face now. You can get out of our business." Like, nobody can kind of like interrupt. And that's just on the worst scenario. But any scenario, y'all need to be in one accord and have that same mindset, so that nobody can kind of interrupt that.
I mean, but that's speaking from people who are already together. You know, because I want to, you know, I see the generation is different.
It is.
And upon meeting a woman, is no value there. You know, like I feel like black men don't see value anymore. Now, let me re-say this, because we have viewers who are ignorant as fuck and they don't hear. They selective hearing.
Damn.
So we have majority of the black men, we don't see value. You know?
Yeah.
And it's not because we don't want to see value. And it's not all of us. You know what I'm saying? Not all black men. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is value has diminished.
It has.
You know, if you see in the Bible where they went into the forbidden garden and God diminished the lifespan, you know, and he gave the woman pain at birth and stuff like that. So it's like that. It's like we living in those times where the value is diminished and it's more of a look instead of a mentality now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. That's the problem. It's more like it's,
you know, you got to be swagging a certain way, talk a certain way. You know, your followers got to be up. You got to have something going on.
It's too much.
That's what I feel like we at.
Yeah.
You know, so it's hard to have that, because I remember we used to, something small as distrust. You see how we got cell phones now?
Yeah.
Back in like, it was a time where you tell somebody, "Hey, I'm going to call you at 7. Be in the house at the phone."
Yeah.
And you trusted that.
Yeah.
And the phone rang about between 6:45 and
you know what I
7:05.
noticed? Even in my relationship, it's like, you know, the phones have became a really, I would say, a hard issue, because, you know, when we having something we want to, if we were just frustrated and we want to say, "Listen, you know, you didn't do this and this, like you ain't clean the dishes or something," instead of like telling me in my face, it's like I'll get a text. And then I have to express it through a text. It seems like it's easier.
Oh man,
it's so easier to just.
It's a
text.
double-edged sword, because not only this is the foul play with the phone and the text messages, is because if you could text me your direct feeling as soon as you feel it, I'm getting the raw and uncut feeling. So if you didn't have a phone and I wasn't around, you had to wait for me to come home. That feeling may change between that time.
Yeah.
Not only that, when I text you back, you already gonna read my text with the psychological thinking of how my mannerism was when I was texting it, right? So you're going to tell me like texting it with an attitude. You're going to tell me, well, you know.
You said it so, like, why you say it like that?
Right, and it's a text, you're reading it.
Right.
But this is the confusion.
Right. Because you're analyzing it the way you assume that person is saying it.
I just feel like it's so much working against relationships now that you have to have so much. That bond and that power have to be so good and real and natural.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you just meet a chick, 9 times out of 10, It ain't gonna last too long. Y'all gonna fuck
Because
with
we're
each other for a little
you know
while,
why?
but
Because we're
it ain't
different.
gonna last
We're
too long.
different, and we got different personalities.
Right.
And as we grow, I'm not the same as I was when I was 16 when she met me. Nor am I the same person I was when I was 22 and she was with me. I'm
Right, 'cause
30.
I was looking on social media. You know,
Grow together.
man, you know, it's a hard topic because people will fuck it. You know,
Yeah.
fuck it.
I just can't.
If all the women taking pictures with their ass shown, right?
Yeah.
Of course, no, it don't mean you a hoe, right? That's
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that. No, it don't mean you a hoe.
With the perception.
But right, you know, people eat with their eyes first. Why would you do something that okay? If I could see all your wifey qualities
Yeah.
before I even have a conversation with you, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know exactly
You know what I do?
how your pussy print look.
Right, like yeah, exactly. And you know what I do?
Before I
Like,
even
I look at a female, even whether it's through Messenger or out here and about. I look at them. I analyze these women, and I say, dang, she fits. Like she almost seemed like wifey material.
Right.
And then she'll post something,
Right.
and then I'm like, oh, this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then later on or whatever, then she'll get right. So I'm watching you. So just because somebody didn't come and holler at you, a man will watch you about 5 years.
Right.
5, sometimes even 10 years before he make that move. He's just analyzing everything about you, watching your moves. So y'all women really gotta.
You know, I feel like it's so watered down, and I feel like the young men, you know, they not respectful because they
It's so
you know, they
disrespectful.
carrying this this generation is the most volatile, evil,
It's corrupt.
acting.
It's
right?
very
Like,
corrupt.
It's like it's so bad to where as though we didn't have this. Where when you get to a point where somebody dies, right, and you don't know them personally,
Yeah.
and you want to like spit on a grave, we are living in the worst time for
Yeah.
you to even have that mentality at a mass rate of people who got money and
Even
supposed to
when
be
we were
rising up out
growing
of
up,
poverty.
Even when we were growing up, if we had did something that was just a little bit out
It
of
would
pocket,
be shunned upon.
it'd be like, yo, check
Right.
yourself, son.
Right.
Like, check yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you had somebody to tell you, like, hey, man, I don't think you really need to be doing that.
They have that now.
I even
But
had a
it's-
dude
it's-
when I was younger. I was in a doggone convenience store and I was kind of acting up. And a dude came to me and he was like, "Yo, let me holler at you real quick." And I was like, "What the?" I stepped outside. He's like, "Yo, you cool it, man. I see you getting real passionate about it, man. You just need to just kind of just relax, man. Do listen to what she got to say or whatever. Yes, ma'am, or whatever, and then go on about your business."
It's cool to not
Like-
give a fuck right now. At this point, I don't know why. I was looking at an interview with KRS-One, and he said something that stuck out. He was like, for some reason, our people get a kick out of seeing each other's demise. He was like, I don't know why. He was like, but we love to see each other
fail
with one leg left. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're in. You know, we are in that time where, you know, it's fuck you, your mammy, your grandmammy.
It's horrible.
Yeah. And you don't even know me.
Yeah,
We
man.
never even had a problem or a situation. And it's so big because I feel like these money making machines are behind this shit. Like, you know, when you got, as far as the music goes, you know, you have these big labels and all, you know, they are behind
Yeah.
the
Like,
it's just being pushed.
there's no line,
at a
though.
high
Right.
max,
That's what I'm
right.
saying. Nobody
Alarming rate.
Everybody is just doing what they want to do, and it's like you can't stop me. Just even like the Super Bowl situation, nobody can. Like, I told you not to do that. You did it anyway. I mean, shout outs to what they did, but that's like I said. This is the time we living in.
Right.
Anybody tell you to do something or don't do it, you do it anyway. No matter what. In any scenario, no scenario is different.
I feel like death is being pushed at such an alarming rate. Let me tell you something. I never seen so many rappers. I've been around for a while. I never seen so many rappers get killed around the same time. It's like a catastrophic coincidence.
Oh my God, man!
You know what I'm saying? It's
And there's no protection. There's nothing.
Just it's just horrible. Like it's just these times that we're living in. It's like that shit is bound to happen. It's like that shit is expected. As soon as you see somebody beefing online.
Let's bring this back in perspective then one real quick. Okay, with all of the stuff that's going on, with all the stuff, how do we stop it? What is a good way to get back like the structure? How do we get back to normal? Or is it just so far gone? It's just it's like this forever now. Like we need some rules and regulations now.
And I'm gonna tell you this, and it's gonna sound crazy to our viewers. Once again, man, if y'all just now tapping in, make sure y'all hit the like button, go down in the comment section, let us know how y'all feel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified of our daily content.
Yes.
This is the Still Local Podcast, # Carolina Backyard. So what I'm about to say is going to sound crazy. It's going to sound stupid. Some people going to be like, man, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
It's your opinion.
The world, right, need to go off the grid.
I agree.
Only way this will be reversed, other than it never stopping, is to stop all the transformers.
Yeah.
And which will never happen, but stop technology completely.
Just
send us back into house phone days.
For a minute.
I can't come online and say, fuck you.
That is
send us back.
I swear.
Watch how people live throughout the year.
This morning, I swear, tell you no lie. This morning, I said this to my own head. I was like, you know what? If we just got off the grid,
that will save us.
I feel, and I said it might bring us back technology wise, and it'll give the other countries a chance to kind of like grow, but it'll give us a chance to reset, and we need that. And I feel like that's the problem. We don't have.
You know what else? We'll make a lot of money. You want to know why? Because you can't get online and see. You need people to actually, hey, transportation. I need you to go to the store for me. I need you to do this for me.
Another thing,
you get back to saying thank you. You get back to not, I don't need nobody to. You only feel like you don't need nobody to do nothing for you because everything is at your
acceptable.
hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is at a push of a button. Take that shit away. Take that shit away. Watch how friends become friends.
Yep.
Watch how the killing stop because I can't see you. I can't see your location.
I have to actually talk to you. I actually have to talk to you.
Not like you. So we was at a time where if I didn't see you today, I can't say nothing to you.
Right.
But if you post a picture now, 200 of us could see you and say something to you. And you can respond to us.
Did you just see what the old boy just said?
Right.
You ain't even looking at it. But somebody else come to you anyway. Yeah, so-and-so, man.
Take it away.
Boom. Yeah.
Take technology. Technology, if you take technology for 2 to 3 years, take it for 2 to 3 years, just snatch it away and just watch how many of us survive, still live. You won't see deaths like that.
Another thing we need is consequences. Real consequences.
I mean, I think we have that, but it's like, listen, we have the death
with all
penalty.
of this murder that's happening.
We have the death penalty. We have
who's using it? Everybody I know just getting killed out here, and it's just
but
like
not only that, that's a process.
For a little bit and come right back.
Even if the punishment is there, it's a process. So it's like, if you commit a murder, you probably won't even get sentenced for your, what you're gonna get 200 years. You still hit. We trying to stop it. If we trying to stop you from even becoming a murderer, for even having that mindset,
right?
Because that shit is something that's
we need prevention.
There you go. There you go.
We need prevention.
So take technology.
Yeah.
Half of us don't know the people on our block, so you won't even interact with that many people throughout the day unless you're going shopping.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting in your phone And you could hit your cousin, he could hit you back. They could tell you what's going on this side of the town. And the people could say who beefing after the club. And they could send videos and you could release your sex tape and you could release all these allegations of people. You can expose gay people. You can put up pictures of people, kids, and you could go live and say this about people, and you know what I'm saying?
It's just too much.
Take it away.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's like a rapper without a microphone and a DJ.
Well,
who is he? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
You get what I'm saying?
With this said, real quick, y'all, we're going to go back into Hot Boy Black. This is Sneaky Link. We're going to go ahead and rock with this. We'll be back with you.
Still local. Boom, that was a real good segment. But that's what I think, bro. We need to, if we don't go off the grid, it's never gonna stop. Right. We need to go off the grid.
Hot boy. Black. I rolled 3 grams up in a swisher, pour a shot of some liquor. Just hit my freaky hoe, I like it, I fuck you and your sister. Call me Picasso soon as we finished. I painted their pictures, I want them both, cause one of them bad and the other one thicker. That Molly sneaky lane, yeah, that Molly sneaky lane, yeah. Keep it low key, cause we ain't never mix it. Pleasure with business, they both was kissing, had a menage. I ain't talking Nicky, it's a movie. Hit it from the back, she get it wetter than jacuzzi. Shots of Henny, I'ma make them eat each other coochie. I gave a good dick, she'll be singing like she Lucci. The best of both worlds, I want the bad and the bougie. Deep stroke, way off in that ocean, why me dive in? Baby, what we do, nobody know, keep it in private. We won't speak about it, everything on silent while I explore your body, yeah. She wanna drive the boat, well baby jump on top and drive it. Then hit the switcheroo and let your sister be the pilot. She tell me that she like it, ain't used to nothing like this. Lil' baby can't deny it. I rolled 3 grams up in a swisher, pour a shot of some liquor. Just hit my freaky hoe, I like it, I fuck you and your sister. Call me Picasso soon as we finished. I painted their pictures, I want them both, cause one of them bad and the other one thicker. That Molly sneaky lane, yeah. That Molly sneaky lane, yeah. Keep it low key, cause we ain't never mix it. Pleasure with business, they both was kissing, had a menage. I ain't talking Nicky, yeah.
We going to end it out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, everybody? We back, man. We had a decent segment, man. I feel like everybody should also take heed to what we was just talking about. Not only relationships, I feel like also, those relationships, make sure you know how to work well with somebody else. That's really what it's about. Like that person is supposed to add to your life already. They didn't get, they're not the reason you're happy. They're adding to your happiness. You're happy to be alive. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To be able to share this with that person. They're adding to that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So you're happy times 2. You know what I'm saying? And just back at the situation where we want to stop all the bullshit. I feel like we should just go off the grid, man. And it should only be used for those wealthy businessmen and women, Like,
I mean, I can't say that just because I kind of need it for me, myself. Even
that's
for
what I mean, like business. I'm not wealthy. Let me say this again.
Yeah.
For those who are using it for business purposes only.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But where's my clients coming from?
Social media. I mean, this is another thing. I used to go to the studio.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see it online.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna go off the grid, we can't manifest ways that it benefits us.
Right.
Like,
there's gonna be a whole lot of things that change.
I ain't gonna be able to see my texts though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna be able to see my inbox though.
There's some things that's gonna change.
The world would be affected by this
but
shit.
we need to change in a better way.
Right. The world would be affected by it, but it will be for the better. And you gotta remember, if we going off the grid, if the world is, we talking the world, we talking everybody.
Yeah.
This is something that, let's start with America. this is something that America will have to do as a whole.
Yeah.
It's no, just this little city went off the grid. It don't work that way. This is something that is a whole country
This is a
problem.
choice that has to be made. As an American people.
Right.
We need to say, you know what? We're too far gone, and we got to get back to reality, and we got to get back to our foundation.
Right.
We need to build that foundation back up.
I think taking us off the grid will put fathers back in the home. I think taking us off the grid will allow the children to be
children.
Right. And you know, have more structure. You have the children on YouTube now.
Yeah.
You know, they have phones. We got to look at what's going on here.
Yeah, it's big. It's big.
It's bigger
very
than
big.
what we think. You know
and it's
what I
very
mean? So,
dangerous.
very.
Very
We can
detrimental.
tell. Look at
Like,
what's going on. Oh,
yeah.
they got the location, so they went to kill this person, or they got the drop, or they got the loc, or you know what I mean? Just
it's just too open.
Right.
Too open.
Right.
And you know, and like I said,
or they
everybody
went and got this car, or they saw this person drop something online, and they want to mimic it, so they went and copied it, and now they selling it.
I seen a female online. She was spinning on a pole, and she fell. She was drinking. She was just having a good time, but it was just a TikTok video, and she fell, and all the stuff came out of her purse. And they was laughing at the fact that she was fell, but in the comments, they was like, "What was that in her purse?" And they just analyzed everything, every single thing that was on the purse. Oh, that was this, that was that, and they just it went just as far as everything from pads to whatever else she had, and it was just like, damn, you know, like she was exposed.
And those who don't even indulge will watch it. You want to know why? Because it's on.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Take it away. If they take it away, if your phone went away right now for the next 3 years, no phone, no internet access.
Yeah.
You could still use your cell phone.
Yeah.
No internet access on it.
Slow it down. Maybe maybe bring that 9 o'clock back, you know, together, kind of how it was when was it T-Mobile or AT&T or whatever?
Right.
It was like after
call me after 7,
after 9. You know,
minutes free.
Yeah, that's the only time you can get on the internet.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
I feel like that will help
And then 2
us.
o'clock tonight or whatever, it cuts back off into the next day.
And it will allow us to go back to you know, people interacting, actually buying, you know. Of course the laws will change. So you gotta think about this. If our country go off the grid, legislation will change some laws.
Yeah.
So I would say the things that we would need the internet for, the laws will change to be conducive to something else.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a good idea.
Like DoorDash.
I feel like it's a good idea. It does need some work, and it does need like ideas, real, like genuine, like thought out plans of how we could do it. But it is a good idea, you know.
Right.
Just the fact is that people can get back to really actually socializing with each other is something we need as a whole. So
yeah, man. With that being said, man, we appreciate everybody for rocking with us on this segment right here. This is the Still Local Podcast, #Carolina Backyard. I am Simon Ice.
June 2nd.
Hey, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Speaking on this topic, make sure y'all go down in the comment section. Let us know how y'all feel, man, on these topics. Feel free to express yourself. We are gone. We are still local, and we are out of here.